Welcome to the Bootleg Zones.
Stepping right into poop. Perfect.
Have you ever wanted to see Darth Vader, Stormtroopers, and Boba Fett fused with gray aliens? Well, too bad! This is the Universal War. Universal War. So actually, the full title of this set is apparently Universal War Space Commander. And oh look, a giant blank back of the card with nothing but a barcode and some info over in the bottom right corner.
Orthobox to Cryptosporidium 137. Come in, Cryptosporidium.
Made in China. Oh, it's a newer knockoff from China. Guess we know what that means. CE, not for 0 to 3. Recycle it. Made in China. So, you might remember, we also had the set Universal Hero on Bootleg Zones, which was largely trying to portray Marvel superheroes using the generic ninja mold. Though that set also did turn Spider-Man into a gray alien, which is apparently a mold that's also good for a whole lot of things. Though these are actually different molds and not the same thing repainted over and over again, so they tried a little bit more here. To confusing effect, but still. Oh yeah, and that stupid sword in this set might look a little familiar to you. So according to the card back here, I guess this is gray alien version of Darth Vader, Stormtrooper, and Boba Fett fight valiantly against the generic gray aliens.
Crypto here. How's the view from the safety of the mothership?
I don't know what's happening anymore. Universal War.
Very funny. Let's just say I'm glad I'm up here and you're down there. Loathsome little planet.
I heard, though, that Disney is going to incorporate Universal War into the Star Wars cinematic universe. So first off, let's check out this sword. Oh, wow. I've never seen the likes of this before. I wonder if I sheath the thing and pull this trigger down. Oh, well, look, now it's a gun. It's good for everything. There's even a belt clip on the side. What a cool thing. This is one of the best welcome gifts for the kids or something. What? I don't know. Stop fighting with yourself! All this infighting is driving the Universal War apart! So anyway, yeah, this is exactly the same thing as that Super Ninja sword gun. But, you know, in black instead of green. Amazing. Now I can have a sword fight with myself. I'm sword fighting with myself. Super Ninja versus Universal War. Oh no! They painted this little symbol thing on the Super Ninja version and not on the Universal War one. Same with the golden butt end of the sword, so they really cheaped out in Universal War, I guess. But guys, look at this! Oh man, this is crazy! I am insane to do this! Whoa! Those don't match! What am I doing? Quickly, transform to gun mode! This is the dumbest war we've had yet, Megatron. So on the sword sheath, we've got another company name on here. Manufactured by Xing Shuang Yi Toys Co. Limited. And we even have a production date, November of 2015. So here's our set of Universal Warriors, I guess. You'll notice that their body and cape are all the exact same mold, just some different paint details and plastic color. And they all come with the exact same large, hollow plastic gun. The Stormtrooper, I guess at first glance, isn't super odd until you really start noticing like the gray alien eyes and then like the butt chin and mouth there. Darth Vader is almost kind of a deformed Darth Vader until you notice the open mouth with the sharp teeth. Boba Fett? Where? I don't see Boba Fett or the Universal War DeLorean, whatever you want to call this guy. I mean, he barely resembles a Boba Fett when you just got the face inside his tea. And then here we've got, I don't know, Mr. Mars Attacks or something.
Wait a minute. That ain't steak. That's holy mother Martha. Give me the shotgun. Crypto here.
These figures all have one hand in kind of a fist shape and then the other is kind of pointing, which is supposed to be for like pulling the trigger of their giant gun, I guess, but I like it way better just for like doing a scolding. You have been very bad, Stormtrooper. Very bad. Go to your room and think about what you've done. Durr! That just makes me grate my teeth.
Now, Crypto, to ensure this invasion runs smoothly, it is imperative we identify the dominant life forms on this world. Those lactating bovoids are likely candidates.
Surely you don't mean those foul-smelling gas bags beyond the fence?
Yes, I'm afraid I do.
But they're covered in nipples.
These figures have like no weight to them as they're all hollow, cheap plastic. There's something kind of weird too about the Stormtrooper having a cape at all. Maybe he's supposed to be like an elite Stormtrooper or something, though of course that's what Boba Fett was originally supposed to be. Listen to me, I'm the leader of the Stormtroopers. No, you're not. You're just a bounty hunter. Oh man, I hate you. I'm gonna go sulk in the Sarlacc for like 20 years or something. What a wiener. Hello, Stormtrooper. Ah, aliens! What? These figures are so lightweight, once you give them the giant guns to hold on to, it makes them off-balanced and pretty hard to stand up. You really need to fiddle with them for a while to try and get them to stand while holding their dumb guns. I knew I should have just used the Force today instead of bothering to check out this gun. Actually, the best way to get these guys to stand is to have them use their guns as canes. This universal war has been taking all my life. I can barely bother to walk to the war anymore. Shut up, you losers.
This time, it'll be dark.
Crypto! I see a horde of humans up ahead, congregating at some sort of holy ground. Here's the plan. I want you to enter the fair, find a malleable human and lead it back to your ship for questioning. Get the picture?
Oh, we're gonna get into the probing already?
Yo, Darth
Gray alien, I'm starting a rebellion. And look who I've already got to join me. The Star Warriors.
Hey, where are the Star Warriors? We could barely stand up because we suck. You seriously brought back the Star Warriors? I could have gone with never seeing them ever again.
Oh, shut up. Go cry about some sand people, Annie.
Oh, don't you dare make fun of those perfect movies! You're gonna make people angry! Everything in those movies was perfect! I'll kill you! I'll kill them all! Awkward.
Hey, I finally got out of the Sarlacc, and I'm the new Jabba the Hutt. Did you like that story?
I liked it better when it just turned into episodes of The Mandalorian at the end.
What? That sucked! Screw you, Star Warriors!
What about my highlight story? Yeah, what about it?
Ben, did we have adventures together when I was a kid and you probably used the Force or something to bullshit it out of my mind?
Well, the thing about that, Leia, is gotta go.
Wow, Force memory wipes. It's bullshit. All of it. Shut up, hon! I'm depressed and gonna go drink blue milk on a stupid planet until I use the Force to kill myself by doing a projection. It makes sense. Anyway, Leia, you want some Force dice?
Okay, this is just turning into sequel whining now. Shut up, all of you. All the Star Wars movies are perfect.
I was just thinking about that time you made C-3PO, Vader.
I never did that. Screw you, fat.
Vader, remember when we had all those fights on Tatooine and I was all out of shape and could barely use the Force anymore, even though the whole reason I was there was to protect Luke?
Yeah, I remember. That didn't make a lot of sense.
Oh.
Wait a second, an assassin tried to kill me when I was a child? How'd I forget about that? Shut up, Luke! Bad! You kids go to your room! I'm sick of this! I'm your father!
That is the way.
What? I thought you were Boba Fett, not the Mandalorian.
Shutting up is the way.
The new way?
No.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
And lots of wavy hair like liver. Wait a minute. Where am I? This sure doesn't look like the pie eating contest. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! What's happening? Oh, God, please, no. Oh, it tickles.
It's probing time.
Oh, yeah, right there. That's the spot.
Well, Zatman, it looks like we've got a full-scale alien invasion on our hands.
Wow, third one this month. It must be the Heist
Mr. Spaceman!
Uh-oh.
No, no!
The real Ghostbusters cartoon gave a chance to market the hell out of the Ghostbusters franchise, which they hadn't gotten to do quite as much with the first movie because they didn't expect it to be such a big hit. And I want to talk about one of the more obscure things released under the real Ghostbusters name, the mini arcade game. Alright, so this is the real Ghostbusters electronic arcade game by Remco. In addition to this mini arcade, Remco made a couple other electronic real Ghostbusters games, including an electronic pinball game and a handheld one more in the style of the Tiger Electronics games. Oh, and Remco also put out a pretty sweet looking real Ghostbusters real telephone. And despite all the English on the package, the only area I've seen this come out of so far has been Italy, which means I get to have fun with my Italian instructions. With joystick control! Apparently, that's a really big selling point. Apparently, that's even slightly more important than real arcade sound. Alright, so this came out in '89, so it needs to sound at least as good as the Ninja Turtles arcade game. I'm sure that'll hold up. I love the other point about the sound here being loud, realistic sound effects can be switched off. First, realistic compared to what? Handheld game? Alright. But I love that the point about the loud sound effects to appeal to the kids, I'm sure, is immediately downplayed with can be switched off so the parents will actually buy them. I love that a couple of these points are also just different ways to say the same thing, like 4-way joystick, and then multi-directional figure movement, and automatic scoring system, bonus scoring. So just like it threatened, here's the instructions in Italian, but I think I'll manage to figure out the batteries anyway. So I'll get to play my sweet, ninja basketball game? With missiles? What the hell kind of ninja basketball are they playing? And none of that, I believe, has much to do with the real Ghostbusters. Because we all know the real Ghostbusters focused way more on being about a jet. Yeah, apparently they took the picture for the box before they actually finished the game and just had a placeholder inside of it. Because, yeah, the actual game does not feature a jet. The cabinet's side art features a really early promo picture from the real Ghostbusters. Because, as you can see, they're all still in the movie-style jumpsuits, which was used on a few real Ghostbusters products. Unfortunately, this one cuts it off so you can't see that they're blasting Slimer. But at least here, the text doesn't block off poor Stay Puft's face. Alright, now let's pop in our quarter, aka 4 AA batteries, damn it. In the actual game, you control Peter Venkman, and he's got fairly decent sprites, or whatever you want to call them for an LCD game. And like most of these types of games, the gameplay is fairly simple. You just move Peter around trying to bust the ghosts? Or, ghouls, I suppose. I actually don't know what the point of having 2 action buttons here is, as they appear to do the exact same thing, and it doesn't change the direction of Peter's attack. While in the middle, Peter will either drop traps or rocks. I'm really not sure what those are, but this will get the ghost ghouls at the bottom. When you move over from side to side, Peter is apparently done with bothering to fire his proton stream and just jabs the Neutrona wand right in the ghost ghoul's stomach. Also, if a ghost thing is crawling up the side of the mausoleum that Peter is standing on top of, he'll kick at them instead of sticking out the wand. Pressing up makes Peter leap into the air, but he can't attack, so it's just for trying to avoid the ghosts below. One of the more interesting mechanics of the simple LED game, though, is pressing down actually lets you hide inside the mausoleum where you can't be harmed. However, a meter starts filling up while you're in there, which seems to be your air, and if it fills up, Peter dies of suffocation. And he lands nicely in the perfectly placed coffin below. Which is pretty awesome that this game actually has, and that means this LED game is more extreme than a lot of the ABC interference episodes. And speaking of that, I do like imagining that this is the stupid Coulier Venkman sometimes and just jamming him inside the mausoleum to suffocate.
Oh, did somebody sneeze?
The air really does run out rather quick when you go in here, so it's only for a short evade, or else you'll die. Actually, you're gonna be ending up in that coffin quite a bit because I find it hard to even tell how you're getting hit a lot of the time in this game. The sound effects are beeps. They're nothing special, despite what the box says. I'm a little disappointed though that there wasn't a little beepy version of the start of the Ghostbusters theme or anything. Also, I couldn't find a way to actually shut the sound off like the box says, but I did discover that holding both the action buttons down for a while will reset the game, and holding the joystick over in any direction for a while does this. I'm glad I found another game based on the real Ghostbusters because there really wasn't enough of those. And a lot of what we did get wasn't that great. It may be just an LED game, but it's dressed up pretty nicely.
Don't say it, Egon. Let me.
Do it and die all over again.
We're in trouble.
I feel like a Smurf.
Well, that was the videotape, boys. What do you have to say for yourselves?
I laughed, I cried, I give it a thumbs up.
I give it a thumb and 2 fingers. No, 3 thumbs and 4 fingers.
And if Ebert gives it 0 stars, then I shall give it 0 stars.
Watching, and we'll see you in the morning. M-A-G-A.